Oh, chat, it's starting.
I'm Joshua Mills, Game Director on Siege. Just to start off, thank you all for joining us here today, whether that's in person or online.
I think I might turn off
It's clear that you don't stick
alerts
with the
for
game
now.
for 10 years, practice and climb the ranks, or even build a career around it without real dedication and passion for it. So I want to take a moment to thank everyone who has spoken up and stood together for Siege's future. Whether you're participating in Save Siege or sharing your feedback through our other channels like R6 Fix, our community workshops, and player surveys, your voices have been heard and have had an impact. Many of you already know how much this game means to me and how emotional I can get about it. But that's just a glimpse of the love and dedication the entire dev team has for this game. Just like you, we love Siege. We mentioned in a blog post to the community in October that we were going to provide an update on 4 key areas that you, the Siege community, have highlighted: anti-cheat, balancing, ranked, and the cadence of content. So before we dive into Season 4 reveal, let's talk about those subjects. Starting with anti-cheat. Now, I'm not usually the guy who gets to talk about cheaters, because seriously, fuck them.
Ooh. Language.
I can't stand cheaters, and I know you can't stand them either. Cheating has no place in this game, and honestly, it has no place in any game.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Cheaters, low-life scum.
In Siege, the numbers of matches impacted by cheaters over the past months is trending in the right direction, but we're not at our target yet. It's real progress, and that's encouraging. We all agree that anti-cheat is the area we need to be investing in, and that's exactly what we're doing. Starting in Season 4, we will be doubling the deployment of anti-cheat updates per week to make it harder for cheaters to even show up in the first place.
Was it once per week already? I'm not gonna lie. Anytime they had an anti-cheat update, we still had cheaters the same day, so
Additionally,
I don't know what that
the
means.
solutions we are reinforcing go beyond detection and bans. They're about prevention, meaning closing more access points for cheat makers. All of this while improving our tech. It's a constant battle, but it's one we are fully committed to. Our balancing philosophy is also evolving with your feedback. You've told us that balancing shouldn't come at the cost of fun or just be all about nerfs. So we've adjusted our approach. We will ensure balancing decisions go beyond just the data and better account for that fun factor. A clear example of this shift is the recent changes to both Denari and Solus. That's exactly the kind of change we want to keep making.
I don't know if I call them changes, they just reverted nerfs, but you know.
Because at the end of the day, that's what balancing should be all about. Keeping Siege fair and fun.
I just want everything to be buffed. I want everything to be overpowered. Am I asking for too much?
Fun
I don't think
isn't
so.
a binary data point, but it is the
Overpowered
heartbeat of the
is fun.
experience. Protecting it is part of our responsibility, and we will not lose sight of this. On the rank side, coming soon with Season 4, matchmaking will become smarter by considering your visible rank for tighter, fairer matches. You'll get all the details during the reveal.
Yeah, we have more to talk about with that
Also announced back
later.
in October that we are currently deep in development on a full ranked overhaul, which will launch during Year 11, Season 2.
So, ranked overhaul is what they're calling it. Again, I think we'll see more about that later.
This overhaul aims to answer
Actually,
the
no,
feedback
no.
you provided on Rank 2.0. It will introduce more transparency and visible skill tracking. As part of the ranked overhaul, a new feature, codenamed Top of the Ladder, will also be introduced. What is Top of the Ladder? It's a special playlist
they're saying it now.
designed for the best of the best that will unlock each mid-season update starting in Year 11, Season 2. One of the requirements to gain access to this next level competitive playlist is you need to be a champion during the current season. This is a fully visible MMR competitive leaderboard for the best Siege players. You will see exactly where you stack up against your region
So new
and
ranked.
global standings.
A separate
We will be
ranked.
actively monitoring and reviewing all players that enter this playlist to ensure that any bad actors are stripped from the leaderboard.
With manual reviews. But top of the ladder is different than ranked. Let that be clear. It is not the same thing.
More aggressive security measures will be brought online when this playlist goes live to further secure it and maintain the competitive integrity.
So more anti-cheat
We'll
updates, they
reveal
said.
more about this playlist at SI, but what I can say for now is that being champion is one thing. Staying at the top of the ladder, it's a whole other level. We briefly mentioned last month our plans to deliver bigger seasonal updates, and now we're excited to introduce the new Year 11 seasonal cadence. Let's be clear.
The big one.
This is not the roadmap, but a glimpse at how we plan on shaping future seasonal updates to bring you fresh gameplay and content throughout the entire season starting next year, with Year 10 Season 4 being a step as we move towards this new direction. It's important to note that seasonal operators and other key features are not present in this cadence update, but let's jump into it.
Okay,
Each
chat, look
season
at
will be
this.
split into 4 updates, an update every 3 weeks, and each will carry more weight.
So major
4 balancing
updates
will be
week
introduced
1
per
and week
season
7.
to match this new cadence. 2 major,
More
2
content,
refined.
more
We'll get into the
changes,
details
more
at the 6th
consistently.
Invitational in Paris. Those updates will follow our new philosophy and keep the season evolving and exciting. You'll also see changes to the rotation of maps in the rank pool. This will happen twice per season, once at the launch and once at mid-season. We'll be introducing a new concept of targeted map updates midway through Year 11. Think of a redesign of a site in a rank map. Some doors are closed, windows are removed.
Oh, I didn't think they were
or
actually
even
talking about that.
relocating a wall or two to completely challenge how that site is attacked or defended.
So you're going to do micro
This
adjustments
can
to
also
maps
include adding and
randomly
removing
to
multiple
just
covers, or
see
even
what
an
works.
all-new objective site being added to a map. These map updates will continue each season after they're introduced. Finally, in Year 11, we'll also be bringing out the initial testing of the new 1v1 and 2v2 playlists.
1v1's
We'll
coming,
be using an
chat.
arcade seasonal slot for this, and your participation in these modes will help determine if we grow it into something bigger.
More
As
1v1
I
modes
wrap
so Bolo can keep
I
losing
think
the
it's
keto.
important to mention that we've really taken the time as a team to reflect on what makes Siege truly special and unique. The creativity, intensity, depth of strategy, the competition, and of course, all those unforgettable memories we've made together. As we enter Season 4, we want to be clear to all of you that the future of Siege is one where we are refocused on the core experience that truly defines Siege with its community at heart.
I guess this is the core experience of Siege, but right after the 1v1. That would say, 1v1's not core Siege, but that's just an added on bonus.
This is our legacy and a story we'll continue to write together throughout Year 11 and beyond. Now, this concludes my updates for today, but there's a lot more to come, and I'm already looking forward to seeing you all at the 6th Invitational in February, where we will unveil the full Year 11 roadmap. On behalf of everyone on the Siege team, happy 11th year anniversary, and thank you for playing.
True. It is well, not yet. It's like 2 weeks now, and then we'll be at the 10-year anniversary of Siege.
Now, let me introduce Operation Tenfold Pursuit.
I still don't know how I feel about the name. Tenfold Pursuit feels a little too long. But I guess it's because it's 10 years. So, chat, before we get into the full review, how do you feel about what he said? Are we happy? I should have got chat on the screen. I don't think I can. A lot of people saying it's a lot of nothing. It will be something where they'll just have to deliver. If they don't deliver, it's going to be bad. But if they deliver, it could be good. We'll see. I'd say the overall theme in chat is, I'll believe it when I see it. All right, chat. Tenfold Pursuit. Oh, Thatcher, old man Thatcher, he's just like me.
But I needed it.
Ooh, new
It
DMR.
was in order, but I had a request. Make it more. precise. Now, I'll show you what an old
Bazooka.
Hello and welcome to Year 10, Season 4 and Operation Tenfold Pursuit. This is an important season for us because we
Let's
set
see what
up
they got,
an
chat.
important milestone that we're about to hit. And this is also a season where we're addressing key feedback that we hear from you. We understand and we hear you when you say the important things that you want to see addressed are anti-cheat, gameplay variety, and ranked matchmaking.
Isn't that what Joshua just
One
said?
of the important changes that's coming with Operation Tenfold Pursuit is a new operator remaster. And what better operator than to choose one of the originals from
What
the
better
cast
operator?
of Siege.
IQ.
This
I've been saying
season marks
IQ.
a historic moment
She needs a
for
rework.
Siege. 10 years. And we'll be sharing even more details about how we're celebrating this at the end of the reveal. So stay tuned.
This is GSAC dedicated officer Aya Smith making her final
All right,
report
anime time,
on the
chat.
Rainbow program. Rainbow's last mission is underway. Global stability hangs in the balance. How did we get here? Deimos exploited our blind spots. He used Nighthaven as a distraction.
So I'm gonna be honest,
Stayed ahead
chat.
every step.
I have not followed any of the lore. I have
We should have
zero
known
clue
he
what's
was one
going
of
on.
ours.
While we watch this, because I assume most of you don't care, how is volume? I keep seeing people in chat saying volume is low, but like, according to
Council is
this,
ending the program.
it's almost like 75% of my voice is at, which is very loud.
The public was endangered. GSAC itself targeted. People died. Outcomes Rainbow was created to prevent.
Compared to my voice, it is low.
But as long as Phobos is out there, there will be no
Okay, it's
peace.
almost at the
More
exact
than
same
ever,
level as my voice.
failure is not an option. No matter what came before, Rainbow will come together and see this through. They'll make things right.
Bro, ain't no way. If someone's hanging out of a plane, ain't no
They
way
will
you're
stop
holding on to them.
Phobos, even if it costs them their lives.
I'm a rock climber with grip strength,
They've
and even
been
I wouldn't be able to
fighting
hold on to
this
them.
enemy since day one. No other team on the planet can get this done. This is our last chance to salvage this. Otherwise, Phobos will be free to act globally.
Phobos is a different
No
person,
one
right?
will be safe. See you on the other side.
All right, Thatcher remaster chat.
This season, one of the most iconic operators for Siege is evolving. After 10 years, even legends need new tools.
Detected an enemy device.
Thatcher is going to bring the EGS disruptor to the field now. It's a device
Look
that
at
has
all
two
those
components.
icons on the
We have
right.
the scanner on one side, and we have the launcher on the other side. The scanner is a screen that will allow you to
So
see
you
every
basically
gadget's
are
electronic
IQ
to
mixed
surfaces.
with Thatcher now?
Right in front of me.
The
So you
launcher
can
part
see
is able
all
to
of the
project
gadgets on the
EMP
screen,
charges to
and
those
then you
gadgets.
can EMP them all.
The EGS is a very precise gadget. You will be able to see
I
and select
feel
the
like
device and
IQ
shoot
is
it.
just
Once you
pointless.
shoot the device,
now.
it will go down for 15 seconds, and you can see the progress on
Also,
the scanner
15
screen.
seconds, is that longer or
Thatcher is a
shorter than
pathfinder. He has
before?
been around for 10 years, and there's a lot more than laser sights.
I swear
now.
Thatcher was
We are
only 10 seconds
remastering him
before.
so he can be relevant for another 10 years. Even after this rework, Thatcher will remain true to
And
himself. and
you
he will
ID
be one
all of
the
the
best options
operators
for
with that as
support.
well.
We're bringing a new gadget and also a brand new weapon.
Actually, no, you
The brand new
don't.
weapon is
It
a
didn't ID
DMR.
him.
The PMR 98.
The ID is the gadget,
It's a
though.
DMR that focuses on shorter encounters. It has high damage and has the ability to open line of sight from afar. Thatcher will be the first operator with 4 primary weapons. He will
4
have the
primaries,
LED5,
LED5,
AR-33, the M59, and
Nice
now the
saying it.
PMR. This new shared weapon will be available on 4 operators: Nuke, Ivana, Capital, and obviously
Oh,
Thatcher.
Capital. I could not
All
remember
past
who the other
owners will
person
be
was who
able to
had it.
test out the new PMR 2 weeks in early access. After that, it will be available for everyone.
So you'll need the battle
This is
pass
just
to
the
play the new
beginning. Moving
weapon
forward,
in the
shared
first 2
weapon
weeks.
across multiple operator will be one of the core pillar of the gameplay updates in year 11.
Nook DMR is going
We
to be
have
kind
a
of
brand new
crazy.
weapon, a brand new gadget, and now to round this up, we have a brand new elite. This elite skin bundle will be available as the season launches.
It kind of looks like the old Elite skin, though. So I was like, I thought that was just they remastered the Elite skin, but no, I think that's a completely new one.
Updates should be something players look forward to. Moments that refresh gameplay, breathe new life into operators, weapons, and gadgets. and open the door to new strategies and metas. They should spark
true.
creativity and keep the competitive spirit alive.
Instead of nerfing everybody.
We recognize that recent updates haven't always delivered on that promise. Starting now, we're evolving our balance philosophy. While data and performance metrics remain important, we'll also be factoring in how the changes feel, how fun,
I feel like this is
engaging, and exciting
important
they are
as
to
long
play.
as it's done the right way.
Our goal is simple: to make each update something that you can get excited about. We're committed to building a future where balancing brings joy, not frustration.
So hopefully that means
And where
more
your
buffs, less
experience is
nerfs.
always at the heart of our decisions. And with that, let's jump into this season's updates.
All
We
right,
have an
big
update to
bouncing.
one of our core gadget systems in the game, the DSEG system. That stands for Disabled State for Electronic Gadgets. This is where all the tech that goes into how and why electronic gadgets turn off or get scrambled when EMP'd, for example. Two core changes are taking place. One,
I don't remember
all
this.
standard weapon sights in the game will now be considered
Oh, I do
electronic.
remember this.
So when you are EMP'd, your sight will now turn off for the duration of the effect.
Before it was only
regardless
one-time
of which
scopes.
one you have equipped.
Now
Two,
ACOGs will also get disabled.
Mute's signal disruptor will no longer act like an EMP, and as such is being removed from the DSEG system. This is to clean up many inconsistencies with his gadget. For example, if Thermite has an exothermic charge on the main breach and a signal disruptor is in range, Thermite will not be able to send the signal to that device and start
Yeah,
the
'cause
breaching
it's
process
jammed.
because the exothermic charge is within Mute's signal disruption area. Now let's switch the position of the signal disruptor. Thermite is standing in range of the signal disruptor, but his placed exothermic charge is not. When he tries to activate the breaching process, it will fail because the communication is disrupted on his end. This was not the case in the past.
Was it not?
It used to be that only the placed gadget could be disrupted. Now both the source and
I feel like when you
endpoint
stood on
of
the
the communication
mute jammer,
signal
it still
can
blocked
be
it.
disrupted. This also means that if a gadget does not use a communication signal, it will be unaffected by mute. Because to put it more simply, he no longer disables electronics. He disrupts the signals electronics emit
So
and
he only
receive.
blocks
With this
gadgets that
change, he
you
will, in fact,
send
be
a signal
countering
to.
a few less gadgets. So he will be receiving 2 additional changes to help offset that. First, he is now
So
a
no longer use
2-speed,
mutes on
2
breach.
armor operator.
It's not worth
Second,
it.
the radius of his signal disruptor has been increased. Now, before I move on,
2
from
armor
the
is
DSEG
huge, though.
system, there is one more point of consistency we're adjusting for. But this is for Aruni's surrogates. When her gates are EMP'd, they will
So in case
now
you missed
trigger
that,
the
2-speed
re-enable
and larger
state
range.
logic. So they will be
larger,
disabled
like,
for the duration of
circumference.
the EMP, then require to be shot to turn back on, as if you had triggered the gate by throwing something through it. Castle. Castle's update is
All right,
something
this
I
got-
think
this got leaked a
some
little
might sleep
early,
on at
but
first, but I'll tell you one of
you
my
can
strategies
electrify
for
it.
using this change in a moment. His panels are now electrifiable. Throw a
Which I
Kite Claw
feel like
within
doesn't
range of 1,
change
and you just
much.
fortified that panel from range
Because you can no longer
Personally,
get
I'll
hurt
be using
while
this to
punching
hold
it.
the
So
second floor
I
R6
don't think
room
it changes
at
too
Fade
much.
when defending bunks on layer. No more ash charges coming in from the window and display are gonna break my
I'll need to
teammates'
test
armor
it,
panel,
but I'm
protecting
pretty
me
sure you
while
can
I
still
trip and
ash
breach.
charge the floor and it'll break
So
the
why are we
castle.
adjusting Castle? A part of the site adjustment last season
Could be wrong.
for our defenders was to allow us to start tackling the true issue with many of them. Basically, without a magnified scope, they are not compelling enough to be brought into your lineups.
ACOGs?
And that
Chat,
simply won't do.
ACOGs?
So we are looking into
Any
new
ACOGers?
ways and listening to your feedback on how to improve these operators so that they can have more of an impact without using scopes. Hard breachers might be one of the most important
Maybe not.
roles in an attacking squad. You need to coordinate with your team to breach key walls and set up angles which allow you to start stripping away the advantage defenders have when the round starts. And because of this, we are looking to give our hard breachers a little attention. Yes, even Ace, who is surprisingly happy to step aside and let his counterparts share in the spotlight, because apparently he's been carrying the hard breaching team for some
He
time now.
has, bro. He's got the
Let's start with
AK
the man
and he's got the
that
best
literally
breaching
started
charges.
It all. Thermite. Thermite will be receiving 2 changes. He will get an additional
An
exothermic
extra
charge,
exothermic
bringing him to
charge.
3. He will also be receiving
Chalet is
a
gonna be
secondary
completely
shotgun
torn apart.
for extra flexibility.
And a secondary shotgun.
Maverick will be receiving 3 changes. His breaching torch will no longer pause to cool down and reload. He will also be receiving frag grenades.
Frags is gonna be huge.
And lastly, he'll be receiving the Reaper Mark II secondary
I forgot about this. Mark II. Okay,
Ace
Reaper's
has
okay.
humbly accepted 2 changes. In exchanging for slowing down and becoming a 3 armor,
3
1
armor
speed,
Ace. It's gonna be so
he will
fat.
also be receiving his own set of stun grenades.
But stuns is nice.
Lastly, Habana.
Bro, he's gonna be
Habana will
chunky.
be receiving more changes than the rest. Reduced recoil to the Type 8-9 assault rifle.
Which I feel like didn't have
He'll
that
also
high
be receiving
recoil.
The PMR 90A2 that Thatcher's getting.
DMR is huge though.
Claymores will be added to her secondary options.
Love
And
Claymores.
her X-Curo launcher will no longer need to be reloaded. between
Massive.
shots.
Look at this.
That's it for balancing for now. But we
You
hope
can
like where we're
spam
going
it,
with
chat.
This adjustment in our balancing philosophy, which will of course still continue
We
to
have the
grow and
technology.
evolve as we gather your feedback and look towards the future.
The tech in 2025 is crazy.
We know cheating has hurt your experience in Siege, and we need to be clear. Our recent detection and prevention systems haven't kept pace with the rapid evolution of cheat makers,
Very true.
especially since our move to free access. This season,
There's too many
we're
people
taking
able
responsibility
to cheat for free.
and continuing to invest in stronger measures to protect fairness and security in Siege. Cheating cuts into what makes Siege great: skill, teamwork, and strategy. ShieldGuard remains the backbone of our protection system. In Season 3, we delivered weekly security updates. And now in Season 4, we're changing the cadence.
They say
Twice a
weekly.
week,
I
new
don't remember
updates
being
will roll
weekly,
out
but I
to
could be
constantly
wrong.
disrupt cheat makers
But now it's
and make
going
their
twice
work
a week.
harder. We're also pushing to be faster and more aggressive with data-driven bans.
Please.
Our research and development team
35
are
KDs don't
tracking
belong
new
in
cheat
Siege.
patterns every day. We've made progress, but we're not satisfied. Our focus is to permanently ban more cheaters and do it faster.
We do hear
Another
that a
major
lot, though.
advancement on the way is recall skill detection.
That's huge.
We're building a system that can accurately detect
No more
micros and
Chronos, no more
scripts
Zim.
without punishing skilled players. In Season 4, we're working directly with pros to collect recall data, ensuring it's both precise and fair.
Oh,
This is a big
that's
step forward,
interesting.
and we are confident
They're gonna
that in
have
year
like basically
11,
pros
this will roll
show
out
how
to
good they are at
directly
controlling
protect your
recoil
matches.
and compare it to
The fight
macros.
against cheaters is never ending. This season, we're stepping up with more research and development, smarter data bans, and more frequent ShieldGuard updates. All
The ShieldGuard
aimed
updates
at making
sound
Siege
great
as
in theory,
fair
but I'm worried
and secure
because
as possible.
we were told that they basically every time it would update it, it would stop the cheats. But every time we got an update, people were still
Another
cheating.
big feature is coming to the Esports tab. While the Esports tab is great for staying up to date on everything that's happening in the scene, we also want to make it rewarding for you to jump in and be active. So we're bringing the predictions feature
Predictions
to the
are in game, chat.
With predictions,
No
you can
longer
make
do you
your
have to
picks,
Google.
decide who's going to win.
It Googles
Every
for
time you're
you.
right, you can get rewarded for
Unfortunately,
it
it's still
with
not
alpha
in-game
packs
in-game,
and
but at
skins.
least there's a link
Jump
in-game.
in, make your predictions, and get rewarded for it. At the end of the day, the Esports
It's something.
tab
And also,
continues to
having it
grow,
be able to
just like
redeem
our
in-game is
esports scene
huge.
in Siege.
No more Googling. Let's go. No more Googling.
While we've been working on our matchmaking tools over the past while, we've heard you, and we need to continue to invest in our matchmaking. That's why this season we're bringing visual rank matchmaking.
This, I have
to
some
the
things
ranked
to say about
playlist.
chat.
What that means
I don't
is that
know
it
where
will
I stand
find
on
players
this.
relevant to your skill, sort them based on the difference of your visual rank, and make sure those that end up in your match are as close as possible to your own visual rank.
So now you matchmake
and
off of
skill.
hidden rank
For example,
and
if you're just
visual
starting
rank.
your season at Copper 5, you don't want to be matched against players who've been playing already all season. You would like to match with people who are of your skill level, but are also just starting the season similar to you. And for those who
Like
are
matchmaking
pairing
in
up
champs
and
gonna
making a
take forever
squad,
now, though.
we'll use the highest rank within the squad. We want to continue to invest in
So I
the
want to be
matchmaking
clear,
of ranked, so it's fair
Them using the
and
highest
competitive.
rank
Season
is
4 will be a great
only for the
time to
visible
jump into
rank. It is
with the
not
improvements to the matchmaking.
for the hidden rank. So a champ can still queue with coppers.
This season, for training and onboarding, we have something for both newcomers and veterans. And for those that like T-Hunt, the Carries Legion are your new targets. As a map
T
learning
Hunt
tool, being able to navigate
no longer
maps
dead, chat.
and
It's
take
been
gunfights
resurrected.
is really important when you're trying to learn where are the staircases, how am I supposed to move around this map, and where are those
Can't wait to see in
danger
5
areas.
years. The ranked update is
Now
coming
the
this
Carries
season.
Legion are all over the
Year 10
map,
season 4.
and they move, they roam,
The visual
they take
matchmaking.
those gunfights, they might even throw an impact grenade. So keep your senses alive and take those gunfights.
Now you can
one at a
warm up
time.
in T Hunt
In this
again.
mode, we've offered some new quality of life as well. You can get eliminated, quickly respawn to get back into the action, and change operator at any time to compare loadouts and weapons. We know
Chat's
that this
complaining
training
about
tool
this,
means a
but
lot
hey,
to
everyone
players.
complained about T
That's
Hunt
why
being
we're
gone.
committed
Now it's
to
back.
Continue to
So
invest in it and make sure it's the training tool you need to warm up, take gunfights, and climb the ranks.
why is the scope so big?
In Season
60
4, we
FOV
have bot
detected.
teammates coming on both enlisted and field training. They play the role of both attack and defense, giving you a full 5v5 match. Bots are an important role for welcoming new players into Siege.
So these bot
Playing on a
lobbies is
full
basically gonna be the
team
same
and
thing as me playing with
understanding how
Ben.
gadgets are placed,
Just so you know.
how operators interact, and even how to enter into a building. These are important
When they
first
said
steps
bot
for
lobbies were
players
coming,
before
I
they enter
genuinely
into
thought it
the
was just my normal
and for
rank
players
lobbies.
looking to customize their experience, now you can turn on the location of cameras, staircases, hatches, and more directly from the pause menu. We're bringing the mini-map to bot matches and training tools.
Oh, my camera's in the
Mini-map
way.
is
There's a
great
mini-map
way
up
to
there.
understand the layout of the different rooms and be able to navigate.
Can't really
throughout
see
the
it.
building. Whether you're a newcomer
Oh,
or a
I was gonna
veteran
move my camera,
preparing
but
for
it
your
already
next match,
went away.
we have something new.
But mini-map is
for training and
only in
onboarding
training.
Season 4.
Not in the game, just training.
Coming up this season, we have a brand new playlist.
This I'm
the
very
Testing
excited
Grounds.
for.
The Testing Ground is a playlist that will focus on communication, community, and experimentation. The Testing Ground is all about gathering feedback before we implement the new feature.
This is their
Everyone
way
will
of
be
just
able to access
testing
this
without
content.
test
It's going
server.
to be on the main hub. For the first Testing Ground, the subject is going to be armor and speed. Operator can customize
Get this,
health,
chat.
speed,
You
and
can
sound for the
choose your
choices.
armor now.
You might
Gridlock
be a
is
fan of
now
the
can be a
Gridlock's gadget,
2-speed.
but not super comfortable
Gridlock
with the
on
armor and speed.
Ozempic.
This set of new changes
She
allow
lost.
you to
She
customize
lost the
their
weight.
speed. For the
She
purposes
can now
of
be a
Testing
2
Ground,
armor.
We will be using the quick match setting. And with
There's
the
also a
limited pool of
Juggernaut
moves.
option that gives them
This will be available for
150
1 week
HP.
during January. To make sure that we gather feedback,
I don't know how slow they are, but it's
going
gonna
to
be crazy.
Testing Ground is all about working with you. If you want to be a part of the future of Siege, this is where it starts. Before we dive into our next topic, there's one operator who always knows how to make an impact. Long before Rainbow, Goyo learned how to turn chaos into precision. Let's take a look.
Goyo Elite Skin. Honestly, when they showed us this, I didn't realize this was the Goyo Elite Skin. Because they didn't like specifically say it. But this is the Goyo Elite Skin. Goyo Elite Skin now allows you to throw your Goyo canisters and shoot them. Dub.
For those at the Munich Major, you may have already seen Fortress in action during the Creator Show match earlier. For everyone else, you'll get to experience this for yourself this season. This full rework addresses its major pain points.
The
Unbalanced
rework
bomb
is
sites,
interesting.
chimney
I
hallways,
don't know how I fully
lack
feel
of
about it. We
good
didn't get to
attacker
play it too
entries,
much, but
and the courtyard design.
it's definitely better.
What has changed?
I can guarantee you that it is
Objectives have
better.
been rebalanced one at a time through playtests and iterations. There are 2 new rooms that have been added to the map. The courtyard has been transformed into an exterior zone for attacker entries. Several hallways were cut, including the huge second floor hallway. Visual updates plus unique features have been added to the objectives for replayability. This
also doesn't
rework
look a lot
brings
better.
Fortress back into
Yes,
the
this is
ranked
going to
rotation,
ranked
but
and
it will also be
into,
added to the Pro League map pool, and we're excited for you
what's
to
it called?
play
Yeah,
it
Pro
once
League.
again. And that's not all for the maps this season. Alongside the reworked Fortress,
Isn't it nice
Oh
when
my
things are
god.
as good as gold?
What is going on?
You know, when your fave spot is always...
this is part of our ongoing effort to
Why?
keep the
Why?
foundation of Siege fresh and competitive season after season.
Now I know how chat feels. We missed it. Why are there
On behalf of the
ads?
entire Siege team, we'd like to thank you for
It's
your
over.
dedication and your
It
passion
gave us an
for the
ad and
game.
it ended.
Without you, we couldn't celebrate this
Chat,
amazing
I
milestone.
can't do anything
10
about
years
that.
of Siege and 100 million players. It's an incredible result, and we can't wait to keep on building on
Ad
this.
blockers free. I'm on
And
their
so with
computer. I
that,
can't change
we
that.
want to share a little clip that celebrates the game and this amazing community and how far we've come.
Ooh, nostalgia. I thought they were embroidering the VarsityGaming logo on the VarsityGaming hoodie, but it was the Rainbow Six logo. "10 years of Siege." Bro, remember when back in the day, everyone sat in a corner behind a deployable shield in a dark room, and everyone would just wait for the attackers to push in. Iconic. No, I was not at this SI. I was at the next SI. This one I was at. 2019, Casa de Papel. These are the events I started going to. Oh, Coconut Brock Commendation. He deserved it. Actually, I think he's gotten 2 now, hasn't he? Oh, kicks. Nighthaven Labs, 3 years old. That feels crazy to me. Berlin Major, I was there. Death of Harry, dub. Absolute dub. Hated that guy. Oh, this was the SI with the twins. Andy and Nade.
We'll introduce Siege X.
Siege X. You know, they can't all be dubs. Get it? Because it's X, not a W. I saw Priest there. Priest was there for 1 millisecond. I see Priest.
Thank you again
Dub.
for all of those amazing moments over the past 10 years of Siege.
Varsity Commendation,
Make sure that
never.
you actually claim the free reward, 100 million player background.
Yeah, I don't know
so
if I can
you
claim
wear it
that.
with pride.
Actually, well, that would be the new
And
season.
be
That'd be
sure
new
to
season.
celebrate the event.
I was gonna say, if it
and
was
the
right now, I
moment
couldn't claim that.
With our Wildcard Siege event dropping in December. This event
Wildcard
will have
Siege event.
callbacks and Easter eggs to some amazing moments in Siege
Ooh,
history.
is that Old House?
We look forward to you
No,
checking out
that's New House,
the
right?
map and everything else that's coming with the new season soon.
I think that's
And there are
New
more
House.
rewards to be given out, so stay tuned to our social media. November 17th is when the test server drops.
November 17th.
So
Is that
jump
tomorrow?
in, give us
Yes,
your
it
feedback,
is tomorrow.
and check out the new content.
I will not be live
The
tomorrow
launch
for
of the
test server.
season,
I am flying
Operation
home, and I'm gonna be
Tenfold
tired as
Pursuit
hell.
Is December 2nd. So jump in and check
New
out everything
season
that's
December
new in the game,
2nd.
as well as this fantastic celebration. Thank you so
Really interested to see
much,
what the event
and we
is, 'cause
can't wait
I've
to see you
seen,
in a match.
you know, rumors of what's coming. I think it'll be fun. Test server starting Monday. I will say, the one thing I do wish, I hope they get rid of test server one day.
Well, we now know everything about Operation
I do think
Tenfold
test
Pursuit,
server
and we saw the beautiful
is a little
video
dead
at the
now.
end celebrating 10 years of a
Okay.
siege as well. I know there was so much in this reveal panel,
Actually,
but I have to ask you
I can
too,
just turn it down
anything
here.
that you picked up, anything that you really
Chad, you
want
want to talk a little bit about
I
this
guess as a
before we
former
watch the
Heartbreaker, I will say
finals?
this Thermite with 3 charges.
Yes.
X-Kairos, you don't have to wait for them to reload at the same time.
I just mute it? I think I mute it. Okay, chat. Let's talk a little bit very quickly before Nugget joins us. So, a lot of changes coming soon. Can I go full screen webcam for this? I can. Okay. So a lot of changes coming soon. Hard breaching changes, dubs. Love them. Thermite buff, dub. Ace nerf, you know, had to happen. He's too strong. Hibana change, dub. Maverick change, dub. Now, the cadence that they mentioned about how often they're going to update, overall good. The issue is we don't know what it'll be like until we get it. So they said that in the first week, obviously the big update, the big seasonal update. Third week, small update. 7th week, big update, and then they said 10th week, small update. But what do they mean as a small update? What do they mean as a large update? Is the small updates going to be just like what we got, where it'll be like 2 pistols changed and 2 nerfs reverted? If so, still don't think that's enough. Now, if they do above that, that's better. And then the major update at the mid-season patch will be huge, because that'll probably be at least like 10 changes, which would be amazing. Now, obviously, as we always say, we'll believe it when we see it, right? We need to see this in action. I believe them when they say they want to make it work. We just need to see it in action. So, hopes are high. I think this season will be overall pretty good. Because again, when we have a bunch of changes for hard breachers, huge. Defense, though, I will say that's the one thing. It's a little lacking. As far as I'm aware, the only change on defense is the castle barricade being electrified and the mute charge, or the mute gadgets being changed. I think those are the only changes. So, wish we could get some more stuff on defense, but hey, if all of attack is going to be very different, huge. Thermite with 3 charges, I don't think people understand how massive that's going to be. Imagine chalet basement defense. You can breach snowmobile, you can breach trench, you can breach the hallway to large garage. All of site's going to be open. Or bank, you could go thermite for hatches. You no longer need to bring Hibana. You can get 3 hatches with thermite. I think that's going to be an insanely large change. For my thoughts on Fortress. Fortress overall, good rework, but it is a little weird, some of the sites. You guys remember the old office bathroom site? There's no door between them anymore, so you have to like go all the way around to get to site. Or you can make a rotate, but obviously new players are going to be confused. So it's weird to have a site where it's completely walled off between them and no way between them. But hey, people get used to it. Anything else we want to talk about before we add in Nugget and go over the finals? Trying to think. I guess I can say more about the Thatcher rework. So Thatcher rework is overall good. It's interesting. It is a little clunky. I think what it essentially does is it lowers the skill floor, so it makes Thatcher like easier to use, and people will probably use Thatcher poorly. But it also raises the skill ceiling, because now there's a lot more you can do with Thatcher. So instead of like throwing an EMP to clear one wall and then throwing another EMP to clear all the gadgets after the wall's opened, you could just EMP once and get everything. And I don't know if you guys know this, Thatcher went from 3 EMPs, which he currently has now. With the new update, he has 6. But the EMP is also like a cylinder. You can't just like throw it in the general area. If it's not within that bright blue circle, it will not get EMP'd. So it's much more precise. But with 6, you could now do like boom, 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 and just take out a bunch of stuff for 15 seconds. And once you've EMP'd something, that thing is now identified on your gadget. So anytime you look at the exact same gadget again, it will show you what it is. And it has the timer to show you how long until it goes back online. So a lot of good info, and I think that's going to be really good for new players. I think a lot of new players are going to really, 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 really like that, because it's going to be like very easy to understand. And with 6 charges, there's a lot more room for error, which is huge. I think that's basically everything. Also, I don't think it's going to affect bandit or kite tricking at all now. Jay says it's going to be harder. I don't think that's true. I did it in the early capture. Worked fine. You can still bandit trick, kite trick as much as you want. It just, obviously now that they can see where the kite goes, maybe that one's a bit harder. But, I mean, if you just spammed EMPs before, you could always guaranteed get the wall anyways, so it didn't really change anything. Yeah, IQ is pretty useless now, I will admit. But I assume that just means that IQ is probably going to be the next reworked operator. I assume it's coming in like year 11, season 2, or whatever. Oh yeah, the last thing I'll say before we bring on Nugget and get into the final match of the tournament. So the ranked changes for next season. I don't know how I overall feel about it, because I think it will be overall better. Because so basically what it means now is if I'm a champ, like I have hit an MMR champ, right now if I queue, I will only go against champs. It doesn't care who it is, as long as it's the champ, I'm in that lobby. Now with the new season, if I'm starting the season late, if I'm like 2 weeks late to the season, I'm still copper, it's only going to put me against champs who are also still in copper. So it's not going to be like I'm actually going to face champs. That's not changing. I'm not going to face like coppers or anything. I'm still only going to face champs. But I'll be facing champs who also haven't played for like 2 weeks. I think that might make matchmaking take a while, but, you know, at least that way I'll have better matches. I'm not going to be playing against like top 100 champs in my first ranked game. I'll be playing against other champs who aren't playing as much as, or aren't playing as much just like me. So, I think that's overall good. And then they have more stuff coming in year 11, season 2, but they didn't really announce anything, so I'm not going to obviously say anything. And is ELO gain loss the same regardless of queue size? In general, yes, and that's not changing next season. But I'm very curious to see what will happen with that rank change. We'll see. We'll see. I think that's everything. I think we've talked about enough.